Welcome one and all to Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 504. I am your friendly neighborhood Oxhorn here, as always, with suspenders set to maximum stun. Got a great show for you today. We're going to be playing some Wolfenstein, the new Colossus, part 8, I believe, of this particular live stream session. So we're getting close. I think we're getting close to the end of the game. We're getting well on our way through it. And I'm really excited because they recently announced Wolfenstein the Youngblood, or the New Blood, or I think the Youngblood. And it's cool because we get to play as Blazkowicz's twins, the twins that his wife is protecting throughout this entire game that we're going through right now. We get to play as the twin girls all grown up, which is going to be really fun, right? So, another thing that's really cool about the Youngblood is that it's set in the 80s. So we've got an alternative timeline and sort of a diesel punk world, but it's set in the 80s, so it's kind of moving into cyberpunk, I guess. I'm looking forward to it. It sounds like a lot of fun. The trailer looked amazing, and that, I believe, is coming out in the summer. So this is perfect timing for the program. We can finish up the latest Wolfenstein game, the new Colossus, just in time for the Youngblood. I believe that's everything. Yeah, we've played every other Wolfenstein game on the program. Welcome, new member, Chris1. Good to have you on the program. I have both the pistols and the rifle, says King Memes. Yeah, okay, so this just came in the mail. Oh! Look at this sucker! This is, well, I'm gonna break my computer here. This just came, and it's way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. It came in two pieces. This front barrel piece, I'm going to have to sit back so that you can, if you could still hear me. This front barrel piece came in a separate box, and you had to attach it using these plastic screws. And, I mean, look at that. So there's the trigger. It moves, makes a noise. This is the button. This is the button for the lights. If I can find it, where is it? There it is. There you go, right? My son loves this. He came into my office after school, saw this, and went, whoa, it's a blaster. And he picked it up and was playing with it and looking through the scope. You can look through the scope. Look at that. There we go. It came a little scratched up. There's a slight little mark on the inside of it. I know I'm getting a little pedantic here, but it's not perfect, but that's okay. There's this orange paint on the barrel, and I know that they do that for legal reasons. I know that you can't sell a toy gun unless you've got the little orange indicator on the end, proving that it's not a real weapon. Baby KO says, will you do Fallout 4 playthrough or 3? Please. Well, I'm going through the full story of Fallout 3 right now, so you have that to look forward to. I plan to do the full story of Fallout 4 after I finish 3 and Fallout 2. Shoot Tarstian, forgive me if I'm butchering your name, says, where did you get that? I got mine on ThinkGeek. I believe it was also available on the Bethesda store and GameStop. But I got mine at ThinkGeek. And they were really, really good, by the way. They somehow got my address wrong the first time, but I reached out to them and they got it all fixed up and got it to me. So ThinkGeek did a pretty good job. But yeah, there's a problem. You want to see what the problem with this is? Okay. I'll show you what the problem with this is. I bought this as a set piece, a prop for my show, so that, I can have a nice backdrop. It's Fallout themed, conversation starter, a point of interest for the show. Yeah. Maybe if I... No. Yeah, so that's the problem. Well, this is just my fault. Again, I suffer for not reading product descriptions before buying them. It's far too large for my particular situation. So I don't know where I'm going to put it. Maybe up there somewhere on top of my curio cabinet. Taz says, I thought the new Wolfenstein game was for VR. That's the first I've heard of it. It would be strange for them to release a VR-only game. I'm not sure. I can't comment on that. Oxhorn, my cat's breath smells like cat food again. Ogden, it's like every time I do a broadcast, you do a super chat just to tell me what your cat's breath smells like. Why? Why, man? But thanks. I am so glad you're here. Appreciate it. Gabe Kuhn says, I'm back for another live stream. Well, it's good to have you here. Sounds like it's rifle with problems, Ox. Okay. Monkey for chicken. Thank you. Maple God says, put the helmets on a shelf and put the gun on top. Yeah, I could do that. Helmets also take up a lot of room, which is why they're up top. I don't know what I'm going to do. But, let's turn this off to save the batteries. And set it over there. NCR Ranger says, what build do you recommend for Fallout New Vegas? I really only played one. Well, I've played two. The first build I did, I just sort of randomly put together. The second build I did was the Cowboy build by Fudge Muppet, and that was a lot of fun. I had a great time with the Cowboy build for Fudge Muppet, so I'd recommend that. Not Zizstrix says, I love your vids. I hope this will help. That's a very kind tip. Thank you very much. Get a Tesla cannon, Oxhorn. I think it's a bit big for my particular needs. I think I'm done. I've collected most of the props that I need. This arrived. I bought this back in like July or November, or I forget, sometime last year. Before I even got my furniture, I bought that thinking, well, it's not going to be available till late March, early April. I'm sure it'll fit. So yeah, I've stopped buying props, but a few that I've ordered a while ago are continuing to come in, and now I got to find a spot for them all. Anyway, Prower says, did you read my translation on Book in Prey? I recall you giving me a translation for something that we came across during the live stream on Monday, and I recall reading it then. I think I did anyway, but I don't recall what it was that you said. But yeah, I remember you translating the Chinese that was in that particular book. John says, love your work, Ox. You're the best, brother. Thank you, John. Good to have you on the program. Mythic says, hey there, Ox. How's your week been? Mine's been much better than last week, but now it's even better now that the Scotch and Smoke Rings is here. Well, great. I'm glad you're on the program. I try and do it every week because I have a blast, and I'm glad you're here. Jay Ogden says, Ox, it's a Simpsons reference. Love the channel. What's the... Oh, the cat food thing? You're doing more Simpsons references every week? Okay. Well, thank you, Jay Ogden. Emotional Spectrum says, do you like Fallout 76 more than 3 or 4? No, I don't. I really enjoy 3, and I really enjoy 4, which is why I have thousands of videos about that particular content. But yeah, I enjoy Fallout 76 as well, but not as much as 3 and 4. Weird Beard says, did you see the Ranger update for Metro Exodus? It includes a new game, allows you to use different weapons like the crossbow earlier in the game. No, I didn't know that they had released the Ranger update. But unless it's new content, I'm probably not going to cover it. I mean, I'm not going to go through an entire other playthrough, just, with weapons that I found later in the game that I can use earlier on. And then Jeff Ulrich is also asking about the Metro Exodus DLC that was just released. Also, trading with players in Fallout 76 for better weapons is within the continuity. Yeah, that's true. So I have heard about that update, and I don't think I'm going to be playing Metro Exodus again. I'll take a look at the DLC, but I think I finished that. As for trading weapons with other players within the game, the problem is that due to the weird glitches of Fallout 76, I don't know where those weapons came from. And I know that when players try to give me their weapons and loot, they're being extremely kind, but there were duplication issues earlier in the history of Fallout 76 where people were getting legendary weapons and then using a duplication exploit to send those legendary weapons to their alt characters or to send them to friends or to sell them on eBay, which it's a bit of a bummer because now the entire economy is filled with all of these triple shot, explosive Gatling lasers with 4 or 5 legendary effects, and you don't know where it came from. And so I kind of, that is one of the reasons why I really want to find everything myself. If there's ever an opportunity to buy weapons or trade the legendary weapons I have with, say, a vendor or something else like that in Fallout 76, I'll consider it. But for right now, I'm not going to be accepting gifts in Fallout 76 unless it's really small, like shotgun shells or something like that. Deuteronomus says, a gun bigger than your cabinet. Come on, Ox, you're making us look like a bunch of round earthers. I know. What have I done? I bought it early. Meant co-op, not VR, says Taz. Oh, I did hear that it was going to be co-op, but I don't know how true that is. Thank you very much, Kermit Scuba Side. Very kind. Thanks a bunch. Good to have you on the program. Dad joke for you, says Pete C. Did you hear about the name of the urban rapper? His name is Herbal Tea. I don't get it. Oh, iced tea. Okay, I get it. Sorry, it took me a little while, but I got there in the end. John says, love the rifle, by the way. The keyboard behind you, what is it? It's a PC Master Gaming... glorious PC gaming modular keyboard, and it doesn't come with any of the switches or the keycaps. You've got to buy the switches and keycaps separately, and then you can just put in what you want. I've got a bunch of blue and white switches in here from Gatoron, and then I've got some keycaps that I got on Pimp My Keyboard. So I forget the name of the company where I got the keycaps, but I bought the keycaps separately and just put it together myself. Thank you very much for the kind tip, Aesthetic Vaporizer. And Ken's Gold says hi there. Hi there, Ken's. Charles says, so Ox, you're not going to get yourself a prop Gauss rifle. You could always hang it from the ceiling. Yeah, so I got to draw the line somewhere. Not only is there a wonderful prop Gauss rifle that I would love to get my hands on, but there's a prop I bought that I found on Etsy, and it's a life-size iBot. It's designed to look exactly like Eddie from Fallout New Vegas, and man, my imagination began to go wild. I could, attach it to a chain and hang it from one of the supportive girders above me, and I'd have this floating up. I gotta stop. There's a point where it becomes a problem, and I'm trying not to get to that point. I've got my shelf filled up with all sorts of Fallout stuff, and I'm done. I'm going to just slow down. There are a few more things in the mail. Like there's a little power armor statue that's coming. And then there's a bigger power armor statue that's coming. Having second thoughts about that one. Kind of regret it. And then I've got a few toys. And then I hired a guy to make some boxed foods from the game. Some authentic boxed foods. And I want to get some Vim bottles. Okay, so there's a lot more still coming. I've got a lot on the way that I'm working on. And when it gets here, I'll show it all off. But then I'm drawing the line. And that's it. No more Fallout props. I'm done. Minotaur with a tip. Thank you, Minotaur. Jay Ogden with a tip. Thank you, Jay Ogden. Christopher says, one question, though. Can you save the people in the life pods of Subnautica? I don't think that's true. I don't think you can, but I don't know enough about it. So the last time I played Subnautica was back when it was still in beta. Is it out of beta? I don't know. But at that time, to my knowledge, there were no islands. There were no other pods. You couldn't go on the ship. You just built a little base underwater. And then I come back with my kids because I wanted to show them the base building section. And the game is completely different. Like, the only reason I found out about the islands is because there's a glitch with the rocket. You build the rocket, and when you leave the door of the rocket, there's a chance that the geometry glitches out and the water will fling you and the rocket up into the sky. That happened to me, and I saw that tip of the mountain as I'm floating through the air and about to crash down in the water, and I'm like, what? There's islands on this planet? I thought it was a water world. Sure enough, there were islands there and temples, and that's when I became aware of that entire subplot of the game. I have found a few of those pods with some of the little PDF, or not PDF, but datas data recorders that you can download, but I haven't pieced together everything yet. So when it comes to Subnautica, I don't really know all of the lore about it. Pineapple on pizza, says Brendan Donovan. I mean, that's a heresy. I mean, who would do such a thing? You got to be, disturbed in the mind, like deep down, to put pineapple on pizza. Ugh. Chris says, Ox, what do you call an alligator cop? An investigator. Nice. Thank you. Very nice. All right, I got to set something on fire before I go crazy. Of course, I'm talking about this. Not like houses. Jason says, Ox, there's a point when it becomes a problem. And then there are those with a life-size mannequin dressed in power armor. I mean, there's a difference between being a prop collector and a cosplayer. If you're a cosplayer and you want to dress up like Paladin Dance and you've got a nice full suit of T60B power armor, fine. That's but if you've got so many collectibles that you no longer have a place to sit in your office, which is starting to become the case with me, that might be cause for concern. So I'm drawing the line. No more props. Well, I've got more coming, but after that, no more props. Gundam Warrior says, did you hear about the Borderlands 3? You may like it, Ox, and I love your videos, and make a playlist of my vids and first time donating. Thank you, Gundam Warrior. Very kind. I haven't played Borderlands 3, so I don't know. Deuteronomus says, hey, Oxhorn, just curious, how far have you gotten with watching Star Trek, The Next Generation? Did you already binge watch the whole series? And if you intend to watch the later series like Deep Space Nine and Voyager, I'm not sitting there binging the entire series. I got into a few episodes while I was working on my Tanagra Town video, and now I maybe watch one episode a week, so I'm not really diving through the entire thing. I remember Deep Space Nine from the 90s, back in my childhood. Devin says, hey, Oxhorn, since you live in Seattle, have you ever been to Vancouver? I have. Weirdbeard says, I was about to say, haha, you turning into Ira Hogaboom over there. Yeah, well, poor guy. Had his own problems. I'm not quite to that point yet. All right. Time to pour some scotch. Cheers. Ah. Okay. Oh, they keep flying off the screen. Every time I click. Without fail. Here, let's just put that up there. Jesse says, hey, Oxhorn, how have you showed the plasma gun yet? I see it on the front. Before I clicked on the video, I'm sure I missed it. Yeah, I showed it off at the beginning. Gundam Warrior says, I meant to say, my favorite playlist of your vids, and it helped me sleep at night. Well, thank you. I understand. Yeah, this is the plasma rifle. Ooh, we go. Okay. It's heavy. It's like 6 pounds. It's a heavy little guy. You'll have to watch the replay. I showed off a bit about it. James says, hey, Oxhorn, have you been to Portland, Oregon? Yeah, I have. In fact, I had my honeymoon in Portland. They have a wonderful cigar shop there. So it's a cigar shop and Scotch lounge. And in the basement, they've got a nice big cigar lounge as well. And that's where not my honeymoon, my stag party, my bachelor party. My brother took me there. It was a great time. Money for Chicken Nuggets says, hey, Oxford, how do you kill a redneck vampire with a chicken fried steak to the heart? I mean, this is prejudice. It's totally prejudiced. Zalzum says, building my camp in 76 just now and it crashed. Sorry, Zalzum. That happened to me twice last night when I was working on my camp, so I know where you feel. Or how you feel. Black Ops 2 Master says you should get a Ranger Sequoia. I have one. It's okay. It's not quite as it's all right. But I'll be showing it off later. Surge 22 says opinion on LA Noire 2. Well, I'm really hoping that we'll have an LA Noire 2. That's my goal, or that's my hope. But I haven't heard anything about it. Dan Zilla says, Oxhorn, when did you get those custom power armor helmets? A couple of weeks ago. I talked about Etsy. I got them on Etsy. Lelania says, Zyhox, did you get the Nuka Girl poster yet? I'm not going to get the Nuka Girl poster. I have a Nuka Girl figurine right there. But I'm not going to be getting any Nuka Girl posters or any posters from the Fallout universe just because I don't really have the room. I don't have a lot of wall space in this office because I have so many windows. What are your thoughts on the new Wolfenstein Oxhorn? I'm looking forward to it. It looked really good. Okay, Master and the Assassin, I see your dad joke, but I'm reading it over and over in my head and I don't get it. Okay, I'll read it. I don't get it. He says, how do you think the unthinkable with an iceberg? Iceberg? Are you trying to say iceberg? But if so, I don't get how that relates. Sorry, I don't understand it. P-Town says, I'm still waiting for you to put the Jamaica Plain video and Ballistic Weaves video on the Fallout 4 playlist, please. Oh, P-Town, I do remember your comment. All right. Note to self. Jamaica Plain, Ballistic Weave. And Jessica Sharp says, did you hear about The Undertaker looking for a new job? Yeah, it was a grave situation. Welcome, new member, Brian Sanchez. Good to have you on the program. It's always the really dumb ones that make me laugh. It's always and then I feel embarrassed for laughing. Money for Chicken Nuggets says it's a Titanic joke. But I don't get it. All right, I'll read it again. Iceberg? How do you think the unthinkable with an iceberg? Sink the unsinkable with an iceberg. I got it. I guess it's one of those that it's better when you hear it. Because iceberg. Okay, I get it now. It took me a while. I had a Titanic joke. Man. It's too soon. Too soon for a Titanic joke, guys. Too soon. It took me long enough money for chicken nuggets. Will you make a shirt with Terror Billy on it? I don't know. Maybe. It would be a good shirt. I'd love to have a shirt like that. Weird Beard says, I don't see any of them in the background, but have you collected any of the Fallout Funk Pop figures, or are you not into collecting any Funko figures? If I'm perfectly honest, I hate those figurines. I know people love them, but I see those things on the shelves, and I don't like them. I don't get why people like them. They look weird. They don't look... I mean, they're not accurate to the game. They just, like, these giant heads. Why are the giant heads? And then you go into these gamers' houses, and they have an entire shelf with all of these Funko boxes, and I'm like... I don't know. I don't like I don't like those. So I probably won't be getting any of those. Please play Wolfenstein, says Talon. I will. This is how the show goes. We've been going for about 30 minutes now. And then we'll get to the game. Nicole Young says, this is why I love Thursday nights. Not only do I get to watch The Amazing Oxhorn, but the Dad Jokes classic, Scotch and Smoke Rings. That's very kind, Nicole. It's always good to have you here. Papa Dilly sends, when's the next time you're going to be playing Fallout 76? I enjoy watching. I don't know when I'm going to play Fallout 76, because Fallout 76 is now off of our weekly schedule. I'm doing Prey right now, so tomorrow is going to be a day of Prey, which is a great game. We're having a blast. But I still play Fallout 76 every now and then in unscheduled live streams. Like I did an unscheduled live stream last night and an unscheduled live stream the night before. And I usually do those on Twitch. And just, make sure you subscribe to me on Twitter and follow me on Twitch to make sure you get notifications when I go live. But I don't have any of those live streams on the schedule. Hell Jumps Video says, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Schwarzenegger noise ensues. Some of these I just don't get. Maybe it's one of those things where you have to hear it, because I don't get the... Patrick says, Ox, make a shirt with the radio on it that says, here we turned it off for demonetization. Yeah, I should put that on a shirt. Deuteronomous says, I agree, Ox, about the Funko figures. I only have them because they came in my loot crates. I don't believe I... Were those Funko figures in the loot crates? They did have the overlarge heads. Aaron with a tip, thank you. Minotaur with a tip, thank you. Nocturne Chanson says, what Fallout perk would you like to have in real life? Me, I like animal friendship. Man, that would be a good one. Usually this question comes in the form of what superpower would I like to have? And I always say flying, because I think flying would be great. But I can't think of what the correlation would be. Like, what's the Fallout version of perk cards where you can fly? I'm not sure. Absolute Horse says, what do you call a guy with no arms and no legs hanging on the wall? Art. Oh, is that those marble statues? Is that what that is? Okay. Travis says, hey, Oxhorn, building a whole set of life-size T-51 power armor out of metal. About halfway done with it, and it's actually wearable, but basically just meant for display. What would be a way I could send you a picture of it, and do you have any suggestions? I don't have any suggestions, but you've got me curious. I'd love to see a photograph of it. Best way is just to send a picture to me on Twitter, not in DMs, because I never read my DMs on Twitter. But if you just tagged me or mentioned me on Twitter with the photograph, that's probably the best way. Michael says, Ox, I feel that you love Pain Train. but not in real life, because I don't have a habit of running into people frequently in real life. So Pain Train would have limited use for me in real life. What is the most gun you like to use, says Moises. As much as I use the Gauss rifle in Fallout 76 and in Fallout 4, but there's a lot about it that I don't like. I don't like how you have to hold it. I don't like the noise it makes. I don't really like the way it feels. But I use it because it's a rifle and it's really powerful. DJ Not Nice says, I love your vids. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you very much. I would love the Lady Killer perk, says John Washburn. That would be... I don't need it anymore. But that would have been a good perk a long time ago. War Cub says, man, I've missed your live show. Zox, haven't had a free minute since the birth of my daughter in December. Now I'm allowed to tell dad jokes. Keep up the good work, my friend. Cheers from SoCal. Cheers, mate. Good to have you on the program. Woke says, do you think Bethesda's going to remake Fallout 3? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but when Todd Howard was asked this question by a journalist, he flat out said that he wasn't. I suppose he could be lying. But in addition to that, if they're going to be to remaster Fallout 3 would just be an enormous amount of work to put that in the Fallout 3 engine. And I think if they were going to do all of that, they might as well just make a new game or something new. I think if they were going to put that energy into something, it would be into something new. Courtney K says, what does a hurt cat say? Meow. I mean, that's true. That is what a hurt cat says. Richard Mia says, what do you call a dog with no legs? Doesn't matter. It's not going to come. It's true. Good point. Ducky says, a man underwent a dangerous surgery and he lost his whole left side. He's all right now. Wow. That's painful. Oh, okay. Lloyd Carter says, oh man, Todd Howard lying. Now, why would he do that? How old are you? I'm 37. Matt. Minotaur says, nice plasma gun, Ox. What are you eyeballing next? A deliverer, maybe? I think I'm done with Fallout props. I gotta stop. It's becoming a problem. I'm getting too many. I gotta stop. So I'm not gonna get a deliverer. I have a 10mm pistol, I have a Ranger Sequoia, I have an Alien Blaster, I have a pipe pistol, I've got both of the plasma weapons. I don't know what I was thinking, that's way too much plasma. I never even used plasma weapons in the game. And I've got the the Nuka Blaster. And I think that's it, no more weapons. Absolute Horse says, what do you call a guy with no arms and no legs lying on the floor? Matt. Floor mat. Some people are getting like legitimately angry at all of these horrible dad jokes. The rage is great. J.O. Cool says, what do you call a dinosaur with carrots in his ears? Anything you want. They can't hear you. True, but then again, dinosaurs are extinct, so we can call them anything we want, and they can't hear us. Dinosaurs, you're jerks. See, I got away with it. Raman says, I've been watching your show for a long time already, and judging by your reactions, I still don't get if you like or dislike the dad jokes. It's one of those things like, I like salt on food, but salt in a wound is painful. But I'm not going to say that I dislike salt. I mean, some of these dad jokes are a little painful. Welcome, new member Mythic. Christopher says, I joined your Discord server, Ox, best server ever. Thank you very much. We've got some very dedicated and kind mods who make it a habitable place. Christian says, to be fair, I'm sure they were jerks. Yeah, dinosaurs were pretty much jerks, weren't they? Well done. The mean ones. Patrick says, how many ghouls does it take to change a light bulb? None. They hang around glowing ones. That's true. Not everyone would get that too. So you're in the right spot to tell that joke. Mythic says, I figured it was about time I become a member. Cheers. Cheers, Mythic. Glad you decided to become a member. Sludge says, incoming dad joke, why do you never see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're really good at it. I mean, that's infallible logic right there. They must hang out in trees. They must be ninjas. That's logical evidence that they're ninjas, because we never see them. Fang says, Ox, I'm looking for a quality cigar brand. Do you have any recommendations? Well, I don't know if I would say that cigar brands are the best way to go about it, because there are cigar brands who have really good cigars and not so good cigars. So it just kind of depends on the year that the cigar came out, the shape of it. A particular line of cigars within the brand is going to be more indicative of a quality cigar than the brand itself. You can get a good Romeo y Julieta and a bad Romeo y Julieta. Price also has a good consideration. So if you're looking for a really great smoke, just go to Cigar Aficionado and read their reviews. Their reviews are pretty much it for the cigar industry. They tell you everything you need to know. Keyblade Master says, who would win in a fight, Boone or Veronica? That's an interesting matchup. I would have never thought of that. I'd have to say Boone. I mean, he's not in power armor. But then again, Veronica isn't either. I'd have to say Boone, I think. Surge asks me a question that has a spoiler. I don't want to say it for people who haven't finished my L.A. Noire series, but my reaction was I was very sad. I was mad. I didn't know if I was going to cover the game at that point because the ending just angered me so much. But I decided that everything else about the game was so good that I had to cover it on my channel. The Dragonov says, have you ever seen any Roanoke Gaming? He does biology of creatures in games. And I think you and him doing a collab video would be cool to find out biology. That sounds really interesting. I am curious about the biology of creatures. Well, of course, we'd have to do a lot of inventing of our own, right? To do a video on the biology of creatures, but we could start with the lore and then, extrapolate from there. It'd be an interesting series. It's a bit out of my depth. I'm not a biologist or a scientist, but it would still be really interesting. James says, my dad got fired from his job at the cemetery because he buried someone in the wrong hole. It was a grave mistake. Why? Sebastian says, hey, Ox, what do you call a fish with no eyes? A fish. I didn't ask for this. This, like, I never started this program thinking this is going to be the dad joke program. No, this is all you. This is this is all you coming on here and telling me the dad jokes. It's all your fault. Grim Game says, how are you today? I'm doing really well. I got my video done for tomorrow. It was rendering earlier, but I saw that it was messing up the frame rate of my broadcast, so I paused it. So I'll have to resume that after the show is over. But I got my video done for tomorrow. It's going to be a Fallout 76 video, and then after the program today, I'm going to record footage for a Fallout 2 video. I really hope I can get my Fallout 2 video done for the weekend, but it's about MODOK, and MODOK is just really complicated. So I don't know if I'm going to get it done, but I'm going to try. Vellingham says, this may be early Oxhorn, but here's advice to survive doom. Never stop moving. Remember what happened to the dinosaurs? They died staring blankly at the meteor. So remember, add a little pep to your step. That's some great advice. Lovely wording on that too, Vellingham. Well done. Yeah, when I get to Doom, it'll be a transition. I'll be out of my comfort zone when we do Doom, but I'm looking forward to it because I had fun playing it when I got it. Roman says, here's some good old Russian meddling for your show. Now you're doomed to say no collusion at the start of every stream. Because Roman is Russian and he comes on and he really helped out during my my Exodus live streams. But maybe he's sponsoring me. Or maybe I played Metro Exodus because there was collusion with the Russians. No collusion. No collusion on Scotch and smoke rings. They're all lies. Oh, it was paused. Okay, what did I miss? Mythic says, at this rate, you'll have to change the name to Dad Jokes and Smoke Rings. Yeah, tell me about it. Ox, take a drink, says Deuteronomus. It'll make the dad jokes less painful. All right. I can do that. Jessica Sharp says, I just watched a program about beavers. It was the best damn program I've ever seen. I think I've gotten that one before, though. It's good. I think I've gotten it. The Dragonov says, don't worry, he's a biology major. That's his job. And if you did do it, he does biology and you could do the lore. Good partnership. I like hearing about it. I don't get this one either. Unformed Excise 1 says, I've just been to Tesco and I swapped 50 raisins for 100 sultanas. Can't believe the current exchange rate. I know that that's a dad joke, I think, but I don't know what a sultana is. Is it a cracker? Is it like a saltine? I know what raisins are, but what's a sultana? Lottie-dottie-da says, are you smoking in an enclosed area? Nope. I have a window open and a fan venting all the smoke out. Last one, I swear, says Absolute Horse. What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs floating in the lake? Bob. Oh. Love the vids, he says. Sorry to put you through this. That's okay. I'm not going to hold it against you. Bob. Dalton Williams, it's always the bad ones that I laugh at. He says, any chance of playing Frostpunk again? I loved the one live stream you did about it. That was a lot of fun. That was a long time ago, so you've been watching for a while. But I did really enjoy Frostpunk. If I could figure it out, I might live stream it more. But it's hard. Frostpunk is really difficult. I can't get very far into it, even when playing on normal difficulty. Mark says, what's something you can say about Fallout but not your girlfriend? It's a lot more fun now that I can play with my friends. Oh dear. T. Jesus says, never understood the hats and headphones. Is it comfortable? It's not uncomfortable. The reason is because I can't put the hat over my headphones. That would be uncomfortable. Or I'd need an incredibly oversized head. So if I want to wear headphones and a hat, I've got to put the headphones over the hat. Roland says, KiwiCon here, Oceania after the Great War. What do you think happened? I haven't been to Oz since the Great War. Not sure I could survive a visit. We don't really hear anything about it, do we? Like, we hear about Europe and the Middle East, and we hear that they devolved into warring city-states and that they were completely, totally wiped out. At the beginning of Fallout 2, it's even more dire. They say that pretty much everything was destroyed but America. Like, all that's left is people surviving in darkness around America. Just, there was like a hot death that killed everything. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's good news for Oz, but we don't really know. Roman says, thanks a lot for the kind of shout out. I'm so happy I could help. Sadly, I can't help with Prey, but I've been reading the ending as a real mind screw. Well, I haven't read the ending, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Sultanas are raisins, basically. Oh. Why call them sultanas? Why not just call them raisins? Grim Games says, hey Ox, what's your opinion about the Brotherhood? The Brotherhood. Okay, I like how the Brotherhood started. At least I empathize with Maxon on how the Brotherhood started. However, his descendants, as we learn in Fallout 76, became increasingly isolationist against Maxon's desires. It's not information that was presented in the original Fallouts, but with Fallout 76, we learned that he did want the Brotherhood to be more open to other cultures. But his descendants moved away from that. So I don't think the isolationism helps them, because the NCR wasn't isolationist and they expanded. The Enclave wasn't isolationist and they expanded. After all, where did they get all their troops? They certainly couldn't produce them in-house. That's one of the weaknesses of the Brotherhood of Steel, especially on the West Coast, is they remained small because they refused to recruit from outside their own little clique. Very different from the Brotherhood on the West Coast. One of the reasons the Brotherhood on the the East Coast has been so successful is because they actually recruited people from the Capital Wasteland and the places they went through, like the Pit. Kodiak, for example, was a recruit. So, they've got all of the different clans, all of the different Brotherhood clans are so very different, especially in Fallout Tactics. The Brotherhood in Chicago is just like, you wouldn't recognize them as the Brotherhood. So it's hard to pin down my thoughts on the Brotherhood as a whole. I will say that I think Lions, we're going to be going over the Citadel really soon. I've got all of the footage shot, and that's going to be interesting in terms of this conversation because we learn a lot about Elder Lion's motivations for putting down roots in the Capital Wasteland and accepting others into his ranks and kind of going against the West Coast Elders, which caused the schism, the outcasts to leave. And that's all really fascinating stuff. But I think I really respect Lions. I greatly dislike Maxon. I have empathy for the outcasts because they are technically correct, even if I think that the technicality is bad for people overall. And then I'm really indifferent when it comes to the Mojave chapter because they're so insulated. They're just a do-nothing faction in the Mojave. So, Ariel says, hey Oxhorn, never buy anything with Velcro. It's totally a ripoff. We'll keep that in mind. Oxhorn says, Dr. Evilface, any chance of doing Fallout Tactics in the future? The lore isn't completely canon anymore, but it's an interesting story. The one reason that I'm considering doing Tactics in the future is because Bethesda references the events of Tactics in both Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, which is weird because during the promotional tour of Fallout 3, Todd Howard and Pete Hines came out and said that both Fallout Tactics and Fallout Brotherhood of Steel were non-canonical because they both deviated from the lore so greatly. Fallout Brotherhood of Steel more than anything else. I mean, I don't think that game has been referred to in anything Bethesda has done, but constantly, and especially the Brotherhood of Steel, in both Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, make references to the events of Chicago. Lancer Knight Captain Kells on the Pridwin talks about the Zeppelins that went down in Chicago, which are the events of Fallout Tactics. And if you talk to head scribe Rothschild in the Citadel, he talks a lot about what happened with the Brotherhood of Steel in Chicago. So it's really interesting that they would make those references if it wasn't canonical. So I don't know. I don't know the whole story to Fallout Tactics. I haven't played it yet. So I'm interested into delving into that world and playing the game and doing a lore series about that game just so that I can better understand how much of it can be considered canonical. So yeah, I do intend to do that eventually. But for the moment, I've got so much to get through. I'm very busy. Very busy. Okay, I need to be getting to the game here soon. Uniformed... It's always the dumb ones, man. Uniformed Dexus says, I used to be addicted to the hokey pokey, but then I turned myself around. I think that did it. That's it. It's time for Wolfenstein. Okay, let me get my setup done here real quick. Make sure I got the right chat up. Oh, come on. Where's Wolfenstein? I had it right here. Old Blood, New Order. What, did I favorite it? Is it at the top? It is. It's at the top. Chris White says, hey, Oxhorn, 2 goldfish are in a tank. One says to the other, do you know how to drive this thing? Okay, I gotta turn on audio. Hold on. There we go. Fantastic. 1 second. I've got all my Twitch chats up from my Twitch chat earlier, but I don't have any of my YouTube chats up. Give me just a second to pop that out. Sorry, I should have been prepared. Almost ready. Second to... There we go. Yeah, sometimes it's not working in Firefox, and I don't know why. Oh, my cords are getting all tangled up. Let's push that back. Set that there. Can you see me? Yes, you can. Okay, we're good to go. Let's kill some Nazis. Now, to remember where I was, and I kind of forget where I was. I think I just got back from Venus. And there was a big party. Yeah, that's where I was. Okay, it's taking a long time to load. Tsai Ningtan says, hey Oxhorn, how'd you get LA Noire to run on Windows 10? It was really tricky, took a lot of work. But I did manage to get it running. Honestly, I don't recall how I did it. I do recall just Googling how to get it to work on Windows 10. And I followed those guides. Really? Really? There we go. Don't know why I kept wanting to Alt-Tab me. Okay, so this is after the party.
Everyone, Wyatt has gone missing. Captain Blazkowicz is conducting a search.
Wyatt, where's your head at, son?
Vlad, all right, hold on a second. Sorry, Vlad, it flew off the screen. I was in the middle of a transition. If I missed your super chat, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see if we can find...
He was a little unhappy last night. Perhaps he tried to perk himself up. I think playing pool is a real spirit lifter, but I don't know him too well.
Okay, is that our tip to go to the rec room?
I hear you're looking for Wyatt. I can't help you, darling. I haven't seen him. You should speak with Horton. He usually knows everything.
Actually, I think I saw Wyatt having a word with Paris yesterday in the cantina. Venus and back. Whew. Now there's a story to tell your grandchildren, right, buddy?
Yeah, if I can have any after all that solar
Only thing
radiation.
could have made that birthday shindig any sweeter is more whiskey.
Josh says, yeah, Oxhorn, the last 2 hours of work will go better. I'm glad to hear it. Ooh. How y'all doing?
I retired early last night, so I know nothing of where Wyatt went. Have you asked my sister Hoshi?
Oh, Mr. Blazkowicz, I hear Wyatt went missing. I'm gonna find him, right, Ingle? I'm a little worried about this boychuk.
Aren't we all? Do you know? You don't know where he's at? Okay. Thanks for the help. Let's see if there's a clue in Wyatt's bedroom. The voice spoke to me underneath. The voice spoke to me. Oh dear. Why would he do that? Why would he give us a note underneath and it's just the same thing? The voice spoke to me. Okay, let's go to the cantina.
Hey, we got a real serious issue on our hands, man.
Oh.
All right, Dig. I was doing inventory in the ammo depot when this gigantic asshole of a rat jumped straight at me like it got rabies or some shit. Biggest rat I ever seen in my life. Big as a dog. If I hadn't been so lucky that a box fell on top of it and trapped it, man, I'm not sure what would have happened. You gotta go to the ammo depot and kill it, man. Be careful not to get bit. I guarantee the motherfucker will give you tetanus or God knows what else.
Okay, the ammo dump, the ammo lab. Well, let's see, ammo depot. Oh dear. Can you play the tape backwards? I don't know.
Running high, little guy. Ain't your fault you're a rat.
What? Why did he do that? I'm supposed to kill the rats, right? All right, I'm going to help him with the rat problem. Is this where I have to go to kill the rats? If so, it's going to be at the very end. No rat. Rat meat instead of dog meat. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, I'm going to give up on this quest. I don't know where the rat is. And that's how I go through it again? No thanks. Let's just get back to finding Wyatt. I got the rat already? Oh.
Damn, you got balls, baby. Thanks. Can sleep easy now knowing that fucking monster rat ain't coming to claw my eyes out. Scary shit, man.
Did you talk to Horton in the cantina?
Hey, man.
He's your best bet, I reckon.
Yeah, I'll head to the cantina.
Reckon Wyatt just gone to sleep off the hangover, like the rest of us.
Well, I hope so.
Perhaps you could find the time to assist me, Captain.
Wow, everyone wants my help today.
Sir, Section 66G was sealed off because of a gas leak back when you first took over the U-boat. Now there is something rotting in there, and we have to get rid of it. We have a serious fly infestation on our hands. You have that extraordinary constrictor harness, and so I speculated you could venture into Section 66G through the ventilation system and turn off the gas so that I may send a cleanup crew in there.
Okay.
Here, allow me to open this hatch for you. Ugh,
Oh,
smells
no.
of death.
Oh,
Remember the
yes.
gas leak. You mustn't fire any weapons. It will cause an explosion that will kill you and sink the boat. Godspeed, sir.
Oh, great. I hope none of you are claustrophobic.
That is one foul smell.
A dog? Okay, I can squeeze through a pipe, but I can't squeeze through there? Okay. And I've got my pain train, and I can't get up there either. Oh, what? What is going on here? Oh, it's like the food garbage dump. I feel like I'm on Mothership Zeta. How did all this get here? Are those potatoes and canned food? Okay, I can't fire weapons, and I couldn't use my melee weapons. I could use that, though. All right, how many did I waste? Just that one? Okay, we had a Nazi dog back here and a ton of waste. What else is going on back here? So I could fit through a pipe, but I couldn't fit through there. Wow, this ship is huge for all of this to be here and none of us knew about it. Where'd my hatchet go? Oh, it's gone. I lost my hatchet. I hope I have more, or that I find more. Oh, this is just nasty, claustrophobic and everything. Ah! Dislike this greatly. This is not my favorite mission. Oh, come on! Sneaking up behind him. Alright, well, I'm out of throne. But I still have the one I can swing. So many Nazi dogs. Ooh.
Good
There we
gracious,
go.
you made it out, Captain. I heard some awful noises and wagered there was trouble. I will make sure the cleanup crew knows the gas has been turned off.
Good. Well, glad someone's going to clean that up. Now back to Wyatt. Unlocked the constrictor harness upgrade. I did. Iron lung. Be able to stay constricted in narrow spaces for a longer duration of time before starting to take damage. Sweet. I haven't gotten the ramshackles upgrade, have I? Robert says, "Hey Oxhorn, I love your Fallout 4 vids. Just wanted to drop in and ask when you will be playing Fallout on this program or in general. More Fallout 4. Well, you know me, I love Fallout 4, but we've done a lot of it. However, I do have the full story of Fallout 4 that I'm going to be doing later."
No morning to you, Blazkowicz. I haven't seen Wyatt. You might want to talk to my old-timer friend Paris Jack upstairs in Club Crossout. Them two was shooting the shit last night. Well, you might know something.
Okay. Upstairs in Club
Wyatt and
Crossout.
Paris was speaking about music or some such. I don't know. Talk to Paris Jack. He'd be
Okay.
cleaning his clarinet up in Club Crossout.
All right, thank you. Club Crossout. Clarinet. Looking for a guy with a clarinet.
Hey, Terror Billy. I might have some information for you.
Hey, Paris Jack.
Still
So
wearing
you
the
seen
hat.
Wyatt around?
I saw him late last night. He was not doing well.
Gosh, Paris. Oh, your music is like liquid gold dripping into my ear, man. Just drip. Drip. Where'd you learn to play like that?
The streets of New Orleans were alive with music. You carried the gift, and the music would just slip into your bloodstream. I'm mastering that gift, playing without ever hitting a single bluey, and that took practice. Years and years of practice, and a bucket load of discipline.
I learned to play the clarinet back at school.
The only thing they teach you in school is how to be a good slave to the system, son.
Okay.
Musically or otherwise.
Man, well, your music, man, it's like cosmic. It's like riding on space winds. It's like really messing with my mind, you know? And it makes me feel, it makes me feel a bit, nauseous, actually. Oh!
Why you keep doing this to yourself, son?
What?
I seen you partake when you think nobody's watching.
It's cool, man. I mean, I'm exploring. I'm just widening my horizons with the mind, you know?
You ain't built for it.
Jeez. You don't understand, Paris.
You can't presuppose what I understand.
This is about the universe. I mean, this is important. There are things that I need to make sense of.
Son, the only thing in this universe that makes sense is the sweet sound of music.
You don't get it, man.
What did he pick up?
So, you saw him walking toward the shooting range.
Mm-hmm. Looked like he was heading for a trip.
Thanks.
Oh, great. Shooting range. I hate that place.
Look for Wyatt in the shooting range. I saw him heading there.
Okay.
Information about Wyatt's whereabouts. Go talk to the professor. She's usually on top of things.
The professor or the shooting range?
Wyatt. What do you think now? No, I remember no Wyatt.
You should holler at Paris Jack up in Club Crossout. He might have an inkling as to Wyatt where.
Should head to the shooting range. Look for Wyatt.
Right.
Oh, this headache is killing me, Tuma.
But the shooting range, I always get
gibberish.
confused.
I got reading too.
That's the
But
helm.
it told me once you could.
Can I get to the shooting range from here?
Goddamn book.
Wyatt, sets lab, shooting range. Here we go. I was just here. Oh, great. Now we go back in the shooting range. Wyatt. I guess I can only open it from the other side. Is this place like some sort of vault? No, we're on a submarine. Guess I went the wrong way. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Blast it open? Oh, use my diesel craft work. Okay, thank you. That's good advice. Bingo. So glad you guys are here. Exit level?
The little guy died this morning. He didn't eat his cheese. Starved to death. So it goes.
Wyatt.
Who?
You. I'm talking to you, Wyatt.
Oh, the kid. Yeah, he's not here anymore. He went looking for the truth, but he didn't like what he found.
Look, you're talking crazy, man. You gotta get with the program. We need you. We're moving out. Come on, Wyatt.
Kid's father had his future all staked out for him. Ivy League straight to the top of congressional power. Cut him off when he joined the military. Ungrateful brat, he called him. The kid's mother fell into a depression in that big, dark house. Same day the kid shipped off for Europe, she swallowed a bottle of pills. And that was it. That was that.
I'm gonna take you to Seth. He's gonna fix you right up. You're just a little confused is all. Come on now. No, Wyatt. Come on now. Wyatt. I'm your buddy, remember?
He saw perfect patterns. Swallowing branches of a great tree. The all-knowing space entity at the center gazing upon him. The kid is approaching the apex of the universe, but it all slipped away. And a colossal black trench opened up, swallowing the colors, and the kid couldn't see anything except for a trans-dimensional gaping maw swallowing his soul. Oh, nothing matters anymore, man. Oh, sunset for humanity. Tell him that he's sorry. Tell him that he loved him.
Oh, shit. What's wrong with him?
heavy dosage of psychedelics. Now listen to this. Back in the days of Das Yichud, we used similar substances many times. Never, ever, anyone had the clarity of vision that Wyatt has. It's remarkable.
Will he be okay?
Well, I'm flushing his system right now. You should be fine.
Is this some kind of a doorknob set?
No, Yingala, no. What did you say?
Wyatt, don't ever forget who you are, man. Don't forget who we are. Don't forget what we are, soldier.
I feel much better now, Cap. Back in my own body. You realize you're still wearing your party hat?
I had to punch you out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I remember that. Needed it, I guess.
Doorknob, he says.
Set
Hey,
is
Wyatt.
taken by this guy.
Love you, man.
My brothers and sisters, check this out. In less than 6 hours, Frau Engel is gonna make a scheduled appearance on the Jimmy Carver Show, live from Hollywood, California. Now, while that bitch is getting her ass kissed on national television, we're gonna infiltrate the Ausmercer, disable the Odin defense system, and hijack her ship. And then we find that bitch and we take her out. What you got?
Frau Grace, I decrypted the Odin codes Herr Blazkowicz brought back from Venus. Turns out it's just one simple word. Valhalla. Type in Valhalla in any of the Odin terminals and you will have permission to shut down the automated defense systems.
Well, all right. Now, fuck off, Nazi. Like I was saying, we are gonna find that bitch and we are going to take her out. What?
Yeah! That's the way.
Don't ever call me a Nazi again! I am not a Nazi! You do not have the right to label me as something I am not, as someone less than yourself, as someone less than human. Say it! Say I'm not a Nazi!
Oh, right. Okay, I get it. You're not a Nazi.
And you! I'm in love with you. Don't you understand that, you dumb idiot? And it hurts. It hurts that you are so stupid you don't love me back.
This face.
I will dry the tears from my eyes. Get over it and move on. Because I don't need you to be happy. I will just be mentally using your body from time to time for my own personal pleasure.
Oh, come on.
There's nothing you can do about that.
Sigrun.
But I'm leaving, okay?
No, wait. Don't be silly. Oh, you coming with us.
Yes! That was epic! Way to go, Sigrun! Oh man, she stood up for herself. I am so proud of her.
All right, Sig. You're the expert here. Lay it out for us.
We have to approach fast and low. That will buy us time before we are detected by Odin's radar. Once we are directly below the Ausmerzer, we must ascend rapidly and vertically. This will give us the greatest chance of surviving Odin's opening salvo. If we are lucky, we make it back out before Odin has a missile lock on us.
Whoa! Okay.
Run!
It did look, this is gonna happen a lot. So just heads up. I'm not good at games. So just so you know.
Run!
long as everybody's prepared and on the same page. Okay? I guess I'll go the other way.
Run!
Is the other way not the right way? Which way am I supposed to jump?
Run!
Working on it. Which? Oh. Yes, I guess. 84833.
Run!
Running.
Run!
Okay. What am I supposed to do? She says run.
Run!
Hold on, William.
Then why tell me to run? Why tell me to run?
However you want to handle this, William, I will follow your lead.
Finally, golly. Why tell me to run? All right, she'll follow my lead? I don't know. She can't go through there.
Sigrun, we're in.
There are 3 different Odin control centers on the Ausmerzer. 2 of them controlling the automated defense system. The Hugin control center for the port defenses, the Munin control center for the starboard defenses. Finally, there's the Odin main control center for the ship itself.
Understood. How do we get to them?
There's a terminal concealed in the floor in the center of the room, which will open the door leading to the Hugin control center.
Found it.
The other parts of the ship are harder to access from your location. Bring up the ship schematics in the terminal and see if there's a way to reach them, Anya.
Thank you, the valiant Thor. That was very kind.
William, find a Hugin control center and shut down the port defense system.
Okay.
I'll stay here and try to figure out our way around this ship.
Okay, so I need to find a defense system, and I'm going to use my silenced little pistol here. Looks like I'm going up. Well, sorry, just got interrupted. Hey. Oh. Can't sleep? What's wrong, baby? Can't sleep?
I cannot sleep because I'm thirsty.
You're thirsty?
Yeah.
You want a nice big cup of water? Yeah, okay. Let's get you a cup of water. Okay, I'm gonna get her some water and put her to bed, and I'll be right back. Please hang tight. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Yeah, a few of you left. I'm sorry about that. But, you know, little girl wanted to see Daddy, wanted an excuse to get out of her bed, wanted to get some water, and so I got her some water and tucked her in. Let's get back to killing Nazis, which is not a good thing for little girls to see. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, that's right. I got to get a panel of some sort. But this is where I was earlier, right? Wait a minute. All right, we're gonna have to find another way to do this. Okay. Whew. What's that? Is that the fuel one or the... I think I need to go up those stairs. But I will take the health packs. Aber Betrieb. No idea. Ooh. Oh, it's not gonna let me take it up here. Ox, there is nudity at the end. Oh, great. Well, thank you for letting me know. Great. All right, I think I have an idea of how to get around that. We'll see. I hear someone walking. Maybe that's me. Ah, is that it? Nope. Out of order. I bet you that's what it says. If I just ram through there, I'm going to make so much noise. Let's see if we can find a quieter way to get in through there. Ah, here we go. I'm not going to be able to snipe that big guy. Okay. I didn't get that code, did I? There we go. Okay, clear, and I got the big gun. I seem to always rely upon these big guns. I always go straight for them when I get in trouble. Now, I need to find... Whoops, I didn't mean to use that weapon. Okay, up the ladder we go. Doggone it. I need more pistol ammo. Wait a minute, all of those dropped down to where I was. Ah. No, wait, that drops down to where I was, too. Everyone is saying that I missed it. Oh, is this it? Is this the Odin terminal? Yep, there we go.
Let's see. V-A-L-H-A-L-L-A.
Wasn't it Valkyrie, not Valhalla?
Well done, William. The port defense systems are offline. Get back here as soon as possible. I think I found a way to reach our other objectives.
Great. Ah, 2 more officers. Big gun. Okay. Let's save. Okay, 19 that way, 48 that way. Let's see if I can go under. Oh, I've got to go. No, I can't. Here we go. Okay, let's try stealth. Let's try stealth. There's one of the officers. I see him out there. He is.
Scotch.
It's that big guy. Ooh. Six left. Oh, that goes back to where I was. Oh, okay, try not to get lost. I never get why he refuses to do takedowns, but okay. Oh, yeah. Takedowns, let's try. That's why. That's why. Couldn't get behind him, though. All right. Let's get past him. If I can... There we go. Oh, what a pitiful death sound. Well, that was my feeble attempt at a takedown. I hope you're happy, and I hope you're proud of me. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, my armor's gone now. Oh, okay.
William, I need some help here. Hurry, please.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm working on it. And I'm back here. Okay, that was a quick save and I lost my big gun. I'm gonna grab my big gun, because anytime they do a quick save, well, you know I'm gonna die. See, I'm saying. It's like, you know, predictable. Okay. Spartan says, Ox, takedowns only work on regular Nazis, but that was a hilarious attempt. Well, good, as long as you're happy. How did they pincer me like that? Okay, we're alive. We're alive. Oh, my dear. Do I have I have no map. Okay.
William, I'm in here. William, jump into the transport pod. They're on the other side. I've reprogrammed these to take us to the upper parts of the ship. We can reach the other Odin control centers from up there.
Okay. Can I bring my big gun with me?
Hold on.
Kellogg, what are you doing here?
I love you, William. Ah! It's on top of you!
Thought I had more ammunition than that. All right, so let's pull out my shotgun for that particular scene, because I was out of ammo for my craftwork thing.
William, I'm in here. William, jump into the transport pod. They're on the other side. I've reprogrammed these to take us to the upper parts of the ship. We can reach the other Odin control centers from up there.
Okay.
Hold on. I love you, William. Ah! It's on top of you!
All right. Where'd she go?
William! I'm up here. Thank God you're okay. Listen, destroy the big fan over there and go through it. You should be able to find your way out of there through the ventilation system.
Oh, great.
I'll make my way to the Odin main control center. William, there's another shaft on the other side. You should be able to reach the Munin control center from there. I need you to go there and shut down the starboard defense system. I'll keep making my way to the Odin main control center.
That's really dramatic. Can't go that way. Oh, that was a wild jump. Man.
William, I'm closing in on the Odin main control center. Let's meet there once you've disabled the starboard defense system.
Ah. Medic Man says, thanks so much for being my favorite YouTuber. I try. I try. Okay. Oh, we got a newspaper. Elite Hans comes to life in new adventure books. 13th of June, 1961, Washington. Everyone's beloved toy hero Elite Hans will be getting an all-new line of adventure books chronicling his worldwide fight against terrorists and degenerates opposing our glorious fatherland. Written by Albert Hummel, a regular on the now-defunct New York bestseller list, the series' opening novel is an exciting adventure where Elliot Hans is infiltrating a terrorist base in the Rocky Mountains. I wanted to write something that spoke the truth about the human condition while being entertaining and fun to read, said the modest author in his Seattle penthouse studio. Modest, right. Elite Hans is the embodiment of all that is good and righteous within the Aryan race. I want my books to reflect that. All right. Like I always a hard time with it. Okay. Finally got my map. Whew. Thank you, Shaw Hilton. Okay. I got to get to the center. Is that what I got to do? Shut down the port defense system. Ox, you got any social media? Yeah, I'm on Twitter. That's the only social media I do. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that dog. I hate those dogs. But I love this shotgun. Oh, I hate those dogs. Man, those are worse than super mutant hounds. Oh. Why? I don't know. I just like breaking things.
Now that the starboard defense system is shut down, you can go back out to the troop deployment hall and climb up the robotic deployment arm. I'm outside the Odin main control center. Lots of activity in this place. Get here as fast as you can.
Okay. Medic Man says, I love your voice. Thanks so much. You're indeed welcome. Is that where I need to go? Oh. Now that's where I came from. Okay. Can't jump down there. That's where I came from. Up the claw. The robot arm. Okay. Oh. Oh, thank you so much. Ejector cannons? Oh, that's great. Okay.
Must be the Odin main control center. I'm on my way, Anya.
What an imposing structure. This is so cool. What was that? I got both of them, though. What the blazes? Oh, that! Great. So that's how this fight's gonna go. Fine. I'll handle it. Oh, and my armor is all gone. All right, do I have any of those left? I've got two. Two left. Learns fast. But I don't. I think he's dead. I think I got it.
Good to hear you getting close, William.
Okay. Any armor I can get off this guy? Oh, yeah. Right. Moving forward. Okay, I don't know where to go next. Ladder, ladder. Oh, there's a secret over there. Oh. Gunther's postcard. Dear Hetty. Jacksonville is a horrible place. This postcard is the only I could find, but it doesn't show how ugly it really is. Not much has happened since the war. Many places still in ruins. People on the street stare at you dead-eyed when trying to engage in a friendly conversation. They just don't try to be positive. I will try to endure, but frankly, it's a nightmare. I wonder what our leaders have planned for this hellish wasteland. I say drop another bomb and rebuild it all. Motel is infested with cockroaches. No robot vacuum sold either. Miss you, Gunther. There it is. Where is this engineer? Or this... Officer! Right in front of my face. Golly, can you believe it? Oh. Security memo. Alert, alert, alert. Alpha almost killed on Venus. Terrorist threat is imminent. Reinforcements needed active in the Zersturer. Save your game. Okay. He was trying to taunt me. I see you. He says, okay. Oh, there's another secret. Commandant Klaus Hetter. Dear Henrietta, my beautiful American girl, I hope you're doing well in Kansas. I'm having a really wunderbar time in the Ausmesser, like Jimmy Carver would say. People are really listening to their new commandant, especially the Americans we are working with. The Oberkommando have recruited new American soldiers to the Wehrmacht, and I am training them. Many are from the KKK. They are very loyal and they are hardworking. Americans are much easier to work with than I expected. I sent your father a new television set. Has he spoken about me yet? Can you please tell him something good about me? You know how much I want him to like me. Maybe someday I can take you and your father to visit my home country, Germany. Love, Klaus. Nudity alert. Alert. Okay. I know it's coming up. Now. Stair ladder over here. Or is that the ladder I came up on? Nope, one ladder up. Maybe it's a sign. Okay, so it's in there. Josh Bunton says Wehrmacht is pronounced Wehrmacht. Wehrmacht, thank you. Here we go. Let's save. Man. Why is this weapon not working? Why is it not working? What the heck? It said that it was full. It says it. Oh, I thought it was a different weapon. I thought it was a different weapon. Okay. Let's try it. Okay. All right, 1 second. I'll try it again. Okay, my advice, double shotgun. That sounds good. Okay, man, this is tricky. Try again. Quick save. Okay, man. I highly recommend staying underground. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And they're behind me! Jiminy Crickets! Oh my goodness. And I'm out of health packs. Aim for the head. I don't know if you get more damage on him. I'll try. This mission took me forever on normal. I can't even imagine the higher difficulty, says Brian. Yeah, I'm on normal difficulty right now. It's going to be a while, so just bear with me. It's all of these ads, man. Don't know what I did there. And there's no place to recharge, is there? Oh my gosh. Have ammo on this sucker. But can I do it again? Gosh. Oh. No more life. Okay. The shotgun really helped. Save game, everyone says. But if I do that, I'm going to be short on ammo. Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? Think I did it. All right. Okay, can I get through there? I don't want to waste my ammunition. Is that where I'm supposed to go? No, I'm supposed to go that way, but it was blocked off. Do I go up? I do. Okay. Well, we made it. The Gorkons Dater says, are you going to do the new Wolfenstein when it comes out? Absolutely. Oh, okay. I'm low on ammo. I have a lot of this ammo.
Watch out!
Sorry. Sorry. She's getting sort of, she's defeating her enemy with military training and precision. Military training and precision, that's what it is. And they embrace in a victorious kiss.
Darling, I think I'm done with this.
Yeah. Okay. We're good.
You okay? I'm fine.
If this was Twitch, maybe I wouldn't, but it's YouTube. I can't have it on YouTube.
Fuck me. You got your shit, bitch.
Look here, Frying. I'm still shooting the shit to TV.
This was your dress? I thought it was a trash bag.
Hilarious! Wunderbar! Wunderbar! We'll be right back with more from General Angle and Decapper after this.
Can I stay here? I just can't be a part of what must be done.
It's okay, Sig. You've earned your keep. Now for the rest of y'all. Y'all ready to start a revolution?
Oh dear. What's the time? What's the time? Can I keep going? What time is it? I've only been broadcasting for 2.5 hours, so... Any interest in Borderlands 2, Oxhorn says Bellingham? Or Borderlands 3? I don't know, I haven't been involved in the past.
Camera 3, truck left for your wide shot.
Stop, Gunther.
Stand by.
What? Look! Stay on the air. Go do what you have to do, darling.
Jesus, it can't be him. Feeling it, General? Doom is coming.
I'm sensing blood. So, if you're woozy, queasy, just, you know, blood.
Please leave your tip on the way out. All right. Okay. Welcome back. We're here with a true hero. One of the biggest names we've ever had on this show.
Okay, how do I do this? Is this the part that I'm going to have a problem with?
General Angle! Yeah! All right.
Thank you.
General Angle.
You're a two guy.
Okay.
All right. General.
What's
I'm gonna
wrong
say
with
what's
me?
on everybody's
Why is this
mind.
difficult for me?
Take us through the moment you executed Terror Billy. What was that like for you? It must have been so emotional.
Well, Jimmy, I remember as I was swinging my saber.
I'm doing something wrong. I know I'm doing something wrong. It's me. It's me. I know it's me. But, you know, it's still me trying to figure it out.
Terrible threat to everyone's safety. A demon
Crouch under the bleachers. Okay.
as a man. But I have proven
Thank you.
that even a demon will fall before the righteous hammer of the Reich.
Yes.
And people of America, I promise you this. If there are demons amongst you, we will hunt them down. Just like William Joseph Blaskovich, they will die and burn until they are no longer.
This needs to happen up close.
The safety of
For you, Caroline.
You hear that? Did you hear that? Yes! 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 All right. All right. Wow. Powerful words, General. Powerful words.
You're...
What the hell?
You're dead!
Jesus fucking
I
Christ,
severed
it's
your head from your shoulders!
Oh!
I killed you!
Lady, is that the best you got? Then your best won't do. You among wolves now. And these are our words.
My brothers and sisters of the United States of America, don't listen to that lying bitch. These Nazi fucks are all gonna get what's coming to them tonight. We are not gonna take it anymore. Do it.
Americans. Americans. Wherever you are. I wish I had words of comfort to give you, like the warm winds that this Nazi general sent down from above. But for me, you will not get comfort. Only the cold, agonizing truth. And the truth is, this great nation has been raped and pillaged by the greatest enemy of our time. They ask you to sell your liberty, to purchase your safety, to kneel to the new order, to submit to the winds of change. But my fellow Americans, they that sow the wind shall reap the whirlwind. Preach. You were born in the land of the free. You fought the kings of old and broke them.
This guy.
You gave your lives for the simplest but most essential truth of all. Give me liberty or give me death.
Right on, Wyatt.
In your veins runs the blood of revolutionaries. So tonight, brandish your guns, your knives, and your fists. Seek out your oppressors wherever they are and tell them, we don't want nothing, not a thing from you. Tonight, we show those that sow the wind that we are the whirlwind.
We're not gonna take it! No, we ain't gonna take it! We're not gonna take it when you are! Oh, we're not gonna take it! No, we ain't gonna take it! So we're not gonna take it when you are!
I'm pretty pleased with that.
We got the right to choose it. There ain't no way we lose it. This is our life.
Look.
This is our soul. We'll fight the battle.
While I was playing, the last Wolfensteins, I was hesitant to play this one because everybody went into the comments of those last live streams. You can watch them, and I respond to them. And they said, Oxhorn, the new Colossus, it's too pinko commie, it's too weepy-eyed, it's too politically correct. It's too preachy, Oxhorn. And I just finished the game. I mean, it's completely appropriate for an American audience, right? It's nothing but pro-America and pro-everything that most of us stand for, you know? And I honestly didn't get that vibe at all. I didn't get an overly preachy vibe. I mean, they're Nazis, for crying out loud. We're fighting Nazis. This is like the embodiment of what the Nazis had hoped for, taking over America and becoming, rulers on this earth. This is, if they had had their will, it's a vision of what they would have wanted. And, standing up for the American vision of the world, I think, is the heart and soul of what they're trying to get across with this game. So it didn't offend me. It didn't come across as like...
Fucking A, Wyatt, you were great.
I was nervous. Could you tell?
Shit, yeah. But that's okay. Here we go.
Oh, what a wonderful touch.
You make me strong and weak at the same time. Will you marry me?
Oh,
William.
Yes! He pulls the ring off her finger and proposes to his wife on national television. That's so great. Look, I thought it was perfectly appropriate and acceptable. I didn't get any preachy vibes. I thought it was great, and I had so much fun with this series. I am really, really looking forward to the next one, guys. I really hope it doesn't open on a sad note. I know we got to kill more Nazis, but it's set, 20 years later? Because his kids are growing up, right? I don't know if they're adults or teenagers, but you play as his twins, and I just really hope nothing tragic happens to this cast of characters that we all got to come to love in Wolfenstein the New Colossus. So, big thumbs up from me. I don't think I'll ever have the constitution to get through the game on extreme or nightmare mode, because you saw how hard that last battle was for me. But we got through it, and it was a whole lot of fun. So. Well, thank you for joining me on Scotch and Smoke Rings episode 504. It looks like I have to go to Doom now. I didn't expect... The chorus is great. I didn't expect to beat the game tonight, but there you are. So we're going to pick up with Doom. I did a live stream of the first 30 minutes of Doom in a past broadcast. But next Thursday, we'll start right at the beginning and pick up at the beginning so that nobody misses anything and, see what that game is like. It has a lot of the same mechanics as this game, so it felt kind of comfortable, but I have no idea what the story is going to be like, so we'll see if it has any good story. Fight Me says, is Fallout 2 series weekly or bi-weekly? It's whenever I get a chance to make the video. Please be patient and please be understanding. Fallout 2 is an easy game to live stream. It's a very difficult game to do a lore series about because during the live stream you can miss things and go back and get them, but in the narrated lore video you've got to cut things and arrange them in a sequential way. So I still have a lot of footage captured to do, and I still have to record the narration for the next episode. It's a complicated video series to put together. So I will continue to come out with episodes in that series, but it's not a regular weekly series. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know the music is loud. I'm going to let you go. Thanks for staying up late with me this Thursday night. I know some of you have school and work in the morning. I'll let you get to bed. I'm going to get up early in the morning for my live stream of Prey. That's right, Prey tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. I hope to see you all there. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining me, and sleep well.